Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Sunday read-through stream. Hope everyone's doing well. Sorry for being late. It's a long day outside, and right now, where I am is scorching hot. Sun blazing overhead, just is a lot. So, because of that, I think I did get a little bit of heat stroke today. Outside of Iruma and Ichi, we are going to do Buggy Go Day, because I have been slacking on that, but we're probably not going to get as far as I was planning to do, just because I'm a little tired. I'm a little tired, ain't gonna lie. But I'm going to muscle through, because I want to get stream done today, get through the chapters that need to be done today, and get back on Buggy Go ASAP. So, yeah. Depending on how tomorrow is, I might stream more Buggy Go tomorrow, though. And then this week, we're going to try and get to... Well, not try and get to... 2B Hero X is now back on the menu. Back on the menu, boys. Because we just finished Trigun last night. It was good. It was very, very good. The Stampede show. Loved it. So we're going to get back to 2B Hero X and finish that up. So I'm going to try and get to that, like, Wednesday. Then Thursday, got to get back to the Greatest Hero, the Estate Developer. Try and get that squared away as well. On Thursday... One Piece should be out this week, if I remember correctly. So we gotta get to One Piece, and then again Saturday we haven't finished it. On Wednesday, try and finish like 2B Hero X Saturday. Next Sunday, I'll wait to see if we get any news. I haven't heard anything yet for Gachikoda, which is sad. It's very, very sad. I want to get back and figure out what the fuck's going on with Enji. But as of right now, we're still in limbo for Gachikoda. But we will still have Ichi the Witch. We'll still have Iruma-kun. If need be, we can do Buggy Go. And then this week, I will have the poll up for you guys to decide our new read-through. So the things that we discussed last time for some series, I think will be up there. Some heavy hitters are definitely going to be Centuria or Centuria. Centuria, I don't know how you pronounce it. But Centuria, Mad. Obviously, we will have Kagurabachi on the poll. Those are some big ones. And maybe throw some other ones in here that people aren't expecting. Outside of that, some other new manga that have been coming out. Like the one Gintama guy's new manga. I haven't forgot, we are going to still try and do that one-shot stream where we just read, like, current new-gen shonen. And we just kind of, like, go through, like, the first chapters. Make that kind of, like, a little stream idea. Just cuz. But, yeah. Yeah. So, again, sorry I was running a little late. A little busy. A little tired. But we got stuff planned. So, we're not going to stay too long in prep mode. We're going to get right into the swing of things. We're going to start off with the Ichi the Witch chapter, which I did hear, and now I'm seeing, yes, they have the color of the Majiks. A. B. Very clear. If you saw the stream announcement early in the day, yes, this is a parallel. This is a parallel to our gang for Ichi the Witch. I think it's like chapter 77. Let me see. Pretty sure it's 77. Our red background, our red little gang over here. Which is, oh yeah, that's true. This would have been when the Majiks were introduced. So yes, now we have our gang in red. We have their gang in blue. I want to think that there's going to be a yellow for the Majiks. Like, they're going to get their own little thing, like World Hater and whatnot. Probably. I could see that. That would be kind of cool. But yeah, I was aware of this. And I think a couple of you guys in stream last time were also saying, yeah, we're probably going to get a color cover of the Majik keepers and what they look like officially now. So yes, hats off to you fine people that called that one. So we're going to get into this first. Then we're going to get into Iruma. The flashback, I believe, is officially over. Will we get some more information immediately on Merze? I don't know. I would like to, but is it likely that we're gonna like follow up with a lot of information? Probably not, because it has been a minute since we had Iruma in the story, and the golden rule, or I guess the golden caution in manga: if your main character is not on screen for a prolonged period of time, for whatever reason, I don't know why, mainly in Japan, the audiences don't like that. It's dumb. I don't agree with it, but that's what happens. And there can be backlash from that. I don't think there's backlash from this, though, so that's good, but it has been a minute, so we got to get back to Iruma at some point or another. And then, like I said, I was gonna do more, but I am a little tired. A little bit of heat stroke from working today. But we're gonna muscle through and try and get to at least 2 chapters of Bug Ego, and then depending on how much time I have tomorrow, I might come back tomorrow and just like finish up Bug Ego, try to get recall up, because it has been a minute. I need to show this series love, because this series is very unique. Creator of One Punch Man, Mob Psycho, also Versus, which eventually we should get back to, is a bizarre kind of story. If you basically like Chainsaw Man, Fire Punch, like those kind of like whoa, what the fuck's happening, or Danadon, you'll like Bug Ego. The art is just breathtaking. The characters are funny, but also at the same time very fascinating. Psychoanalyzing, especially Yuki over here, are one of our main characters. Her arc was, that was a fucking wild arc, and just the world that they encompass is just insane. But of course, the creator of One Punch Man, Mob Psycho, yet again showing his creative envisionment. So yeah, I didn't mean to put Bug Ego on hold for a while. Just had a lot of stuff that we had to do on the channel and various other things. So now we're coming back to it. Hey, Jancy, how's it going? Yes, Centauria and Mad, let's go. Yeah, they're definitely going to be on the poll. Again, it's not going to be a big poll, but like it's still going to be, some poll, stuff that we've already talked about that will probably be here. The fandom was so sure that Higurashi was going to have some shade of brown for his hair, not green. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, honestly, yeah, I'm looking more at his design. I am kind of shocked. I am a little shocked that it is green as is. That's like a bright green. That's like more than Zoro's hair. It's a style. Do I think it's like the best hairstyle? No, but it's definitely not the worst hairstyle. But yeah, I am a little shocked that it's that kind of green. Okay. And then I do like the all black for Minakata. Blonde from the stuck-up egotist rich boy vibe over here, that's for certain. The chakram user, like his design. And then Chun. Yeah, pretty straightforward. The Maji Keepers are basically gender-bent Team Daenerys with Chun as Monogold. Hold on. Ah, Viz, you dick. No, you won't let me open it, Viz. You bastards. Okay, I'm just saying, also, if we go by the lineup here, Daenerys is Minakata. Just rubbing that in just a little bit more. Minakata is Daenerys, so that's pretty cool. Ichi is Higurashi. Okay. Blondie would, I guess, be Komuki? Okay. Chakram is Gokuraku, and then, yeah, if you wanted to do Monogold for us witches and, associates, then Chun would be Monogold. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. That matches up. All right, let's transition over Uh-oh, hold on. Part 9, which we caught up this week. Take you off. It's Ichi time, baby. Let me switch out the background. There we go. Something a little bit more softer. Love my jazz. Specifically the 70s jazz, but here we go. So, got that pre-stream ready. All ready to go. Hold on, let me see. We have a few more chats, and then we'll get right into this. Striker Man, welcome to the stream. Yes, you have arrived. We are starting with Ichi. And then I'm going to laugh so freaking hard if Chun turns out to be freaking bald underneath that stupid hat. Damn, let's not shame him, but that would be funny. That would be different. That would be different. All right, so now we got all that out of the way. Let's get into the new chapter of Ichi the Witch, then get into Iruma, then get into some Buggy Go. All right, so cover page, again, we went over it, is the parallel to Chapter 77 with the lineup of Team Dakaris, but for the Majik Keepers, we have Minikata, long black hair. Again, I'm not really sure what his weapon is. It just looks like a fucking mast. So we'll see what this thing can do soon. We have, I forget his name, but like the egotist over here with his bisecting cloud jumping staff over here. Blonde hair, very cool. He has a blue tie. Then you have Higurashi with his very sharp green hair. Again, that is a distinct color that I did not think of. His dual wielding swords. He even has green boots. That's crazy. I forget this guy's name, but the chakram wielder, he looks pretty cool. And then Chun with his mace and his fluffy snow hat. Pretty cool designs. Again, we've talked about it. They do give off a little bit of a Quincy Sternritter vibe with their white paramilitary kind of garb. But I like it. I like it. Hydrate. Let's see what we got. First page, we have, I forget her name, but the Gun Witch with her Gatling. Fire, fire, light the fire, fire, fire. So she does her rapid shots. Okay. What the fuck is this? No, that's not a Majik. There's no way that's a Majik. That's not a Majik. That's a fucking stand. You would see this shit in JoJo's. Brother, what am I looking at here? Y'all seeing this? You guys seeing this shit? That's a fucking stand right there. That's like Sex Pistols Requiem. What the fuck am I looking at? It looks like Dakaris' one stand, like the archery, or not the archery, the accuracy Majik. But instead of like a veil, it's covered in barrels. What the fuck? Alright, that's a pretty cool design. That's a pretty cool design. Again, also, just guns. They just have guns. It's just so weird. They just have, like, actual, just straight up Gatling guns and Glocks in this universe. Why? Just don't question it. Muscat. Muscat is the Ribbon Candy family's, what's this? Propriety Majik. Inherited by generations of Ribbon Candy witches. Okay. That's important lore detail. There is, in fact, inherited Majiks. Even though that kind of defeats the purpose of, like, a Majik and a witch user. They have their bond. It's permanent until death, as far as we know. However, you're going to have then the idea of you can then pass it along to a generation one after another. That seems a little convenient for some people. Muscat is the Ribbon Candy family's proprietary magic. Also, Ribbon Candy family. I assume this is not talking like a gang kind of family. I think they mean like a prestigious kind of family, a more noble type of family. Inherited by generations of Ribbon Candy witches. A family tradition, Muscat gifts their daughters with a gun befitting their level of magical energy. Oh my god, okay. The gun matches their output of magic? So if you suck ass, you get like that pea shooter that like shoots 1 bullet or 2 bullets. Like you're supposed to get like real close to the back of the head. The thing that shot Abraham Lincoln. Or if you're like the current Ribbon Candy, you just have a fucking Gatling. Okay, so damn. So her output of magic, I guess, must be high. Like, what's the highest gun you can get? Are you gonna get like Ceres Victoria from Helsing? Like, you have like the anti-aircraft like mega artillery gun, bro? Can you imagine a massive mega artillery gun she just gives you? As a family tradition, Muscat gifts their daughters with a gun befitting their magic level. That gun, its size, the typing, and power was a manifestation of each witch's unique talents. Okay. Again, guns, they just exist here. Therefore, black powder should exist here. When Amadora was... Okay, that's her name. Amadora was 6 years old. Muscat presented with her a gun. Oh, she looked cute here. Little Bo Peep. Yeah, it just drops a fucking massive present, which is a goddamn Gatling gun. The Giga machine gun. Oh my lord. Look at the fucking barrels, man. The rounds. Bitches love cannons, man. Bitches love cannons. Amadora's greatest talent was her staggering magical energy reserve, which let her fire hundreds of rounds without pause. In fact, she had yet to ever run out of ammo during a battle. Okay. Well, to be fair, who are you fighting, though? Who are you fighting? How much stress testing have you done? Have you fought Dakaris? 1v1? She had some of the highest destructive capabilities at... This is some Sakazuki. What? Whoa, wait a minute. Excuse me? Admiral Sakazuki? She had some of the highest destructive power of any witch? Yo, Dakaris, she's trying to step on you, man. She's trying to step on your titles over here. Whoa. So her stamina game is pretty good. Or I guess her magic output is pretty high. Her destructive capability apparently is very good. So these are not ordinary, of course, magic bullets. They're like enhanced. They're enhanced. Okay. Damn. Okay. All right. Gotta give her more respect then. But, okay, trade-off. Here comes the trade-off. Was she, like, slow? Oh, close quarters. Close quarters combat, probably. Maybe. Minakata approaches her with his big-ass, staff. Let's call it that. A big-ass staff. Collides with the machine gun. Creates an impact crater. He retrieves his weapon. That, I think, also forces, Amadoro to lose grip. And yeah, dude, he thinks he's Sun Wukong. Whoa, what the fuck? He's like flipping his goddamn staff around and then does a backward shoulder thrust against her. And she gets sent packing. Eats I think a lollipop. I guess that means, oh shit, It's getting real. Yeah. Yo, okay, if this thing fucking shrinks or extends, oh man, he's got the fucking power pole over here. That's his mythical weapon over here. Shit. Oh, it's a double page spread. Double page spread. Okay, my bad. So yeah, so collide, thrust, backwards, thrust again, impact, center flying. My man's looking clean. My man's looking clean right now. Damn, I want him to stay so long in the story. He put Amadora back on their foot. When it comes to raw firepower, she's on par. She's on par with Takaris in raw firepower. Strength, on the other hand, that's a little bit different. My power scaler coming out of me, and yet he's pushing her back. It's called power. It's called physical power, baby. Physical might over here. Who is this man? Okay, full name. Takiomi Minakata, the Maji Keeper. Yo, tell me what this weapon is, man. Wow. Oh, shit. Flashback time. He was a fisher from an island country to the east. I wonder what island nation. What island nation could he belong to? One begs the question, of course. Okay. No more double page spread. Let's see. Why don't you come with me? I can help you get revenge on Fujimine. No. Each Majik keeper carries his own personal sacred treasure. Okay. You have short range, you have long range, you have blades, you have whips, you have throwing weapons, you have pole arms. There are many variety of sacred treasures, but all were made from a special material called the Shaka wood. The Shaka wood. Okay, how you get the Shaka wood then? Shaka trees have the unique ability to absorb magical energy. Their draw is so intense, an average woman could faint from a mere touch of it. Damn, I want this. Whoa. Yo, I gotta upgrade my staff. I gotta upgrade my goddamn monk staff, as you guys said. Yo, it's some sea stone wood. This is the anti-witch weapon made from this wood to be known as the sacred treasures. Yo, this wood is high caliber, man. Whoa. Yo, hell yeah. We gotta find these trees. Gokuraku, you need to get some of this wood. One of the treasures we are currently have in our possession is the sacred pillar. They're all sacred, but like, I guess this is even a higher class caliber, maybe. And if I recall correctly, we have some history. We have some history going on. Wait a minute. Oh, is that how he got his scar? Is that how he got his, oh my god, I'm blanking on his name. From Yu Yu Hakusho. What the fuck was his name? The guy with the big ass axe on Team Togoro. Bui. Yeah. Bui. He has that Bui scar. He's got the Bui scar on his head. Yeah. Is this how he got his Bui scar? Because he went up against her all those years ago. Fujimai. He did say, let's get revenge on Fujimai. Okay. So he was there. Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa. Because the theory last time, unless it's a different incident. Sorry, Mike. The theory last time was that Fujimai was as old as the villainous witch. And she's old. She's a real hag. How old's Minakata? Wait a minute. This man Okay, yo, now I'm getting a lot of characters with weird ass complexions with their age. Excuse me? Was he here? That was the treasure used by one. Okay, maybe. Oh, hold on. Maybe I jumped to conclusions. That was the treasure used by one of the Maji keepers sent to take down Fujimai when she rebelled. The only one who managed to escape alive, in fact. His name was Minakata. Oh, no, it is him. It is him. What? How old is Minakata? He would have been your predecessor, and the sacred pillar was your family heir. This is the Japanese thing. It's the Japanese thing. I'm thinking Minakata's their first name. No, it's their last name. It's their family name. But like in anime and Japanese culture, you actually introduce each other's last names first, because their first name is something that's supposed to be more honored, and you don't like casually give people that name. It's something that you want to grow close with someone with. Okay, so his actual name is Takeomi. That's his actual name. His family name is Minikata, the Minikata family. So there was a Minikata back then. All right, that makes more sense. I was about to say, like, bro, why are there so many of these old characters? How are they living so long? What the fuck's going on? He would have been your predecessor, and the sacred pillar. Okay, so then how did he get his scar? That wasn't him. And the sacred pillar was your family heirloom. Under normal circumstances, you would have inherited it. This is like Valyrian steel in Game of Thrones. They have like households that have forged the sacred material to be a household weapon that you pass down. Nowadays, other Maji keepers call your family a disgrace. What? Okay. And say your predecessor was a coward who abandoned his duties. For what, though? For what? Excuse me? Don't you want to clear your family's good name? I mean, there's nothing to clear. There's nothing to clear. What the fuck? What kind of bullshit policy is this? Disgrace. What disgrace? He faced an overwhelming enemy and escaped alive. That's what we call a victory, yo, based. None of the other Maji keepers' families understand what it means to hunt as well as we do. So they have clans, man. They have like this is a well-organized militia. It's not like a drafting or like recruiting orphanage kind of thing per se. This is like hereditary families that have done this for generations now. Huh. Yeah, I got that. I figured we might see things a little differently. It took me a while to finally track you down, but if you don't want to join, then that's the end of that. Besides, I can't stay here forever, trying to persuade you to change your own mind. Not when the world changed in a big way the other day. He hands him a picture. Something. Oh! So this is recent. So this is recent. Oh. So Minakata would have been a Maji keeper if their family, for whatever reason, left the order. But he, for a long time, years, has been living on the down low. He's been living on the down low for some reason. So there's probably... that Fujimai Ichi theory might be becoming a little bit more clearer. It might be becoming a little bit more crisp right now. So he's been living on the down low for some reason. Outside of, he doesn't want to like go back to his family quote unquote roots. But seeing Ichi has piqued his interest. Have you heard of him? The male witch. The first ever in the world has just made his debut. He's not someone we can afford to officially ignore, but how best to handle him? That's the million Maji. That's their currency. That's the million Maji question, after all. He is a... Ooh. So this was not planned. He was just taking a shot in the dark, like, hey, I mean, this is kind of interesting. There's like this male witch. I think that would be kind of cool to go and see what he's all about. But of course, he notices the subtle differences now in his mannerisms. Like, okay, that's fucking Ichi. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. So this also answers my question. Why didn't he him into the Majik Keepers? He wasn't a part of it. Okay. A flashback in a flashback. Lovely. Lovely. Karate chop. Ichi. Young Ichi. Ichi, how many times do I have to tell you? Just because they directed their bloodlust at you doesn't mean you can just charge straight at them. If your prey is far too much for you to handle, then run immediately. This is on some kite activity, which I really love. I love the Hunter x Hunter vibe with this little dynamic here. It can only be called a success if you can return with your life. That's what it means to hunt. This is Kite. This is just Kite and Gone 2.0. I like this. Hopefully it doesn't end the same way, but yeah. Do you understand? Okay. But then, how long am I supposed to run for? That's the question. That's the question. When do you have a moment of opportunity? Huh? Well, if I run, it could chase me. It could chase after me and try to attack again. And if it doesn't, I have to think of a best way to hunt it. Prepare everything and then go try again. As long as I'm still alive, it should be okay to keep trying over and over. Heck, that's where the real hunt starts. Until one or the other of us falls. Yeah, he puts it pretty black and white, man. The hunt is not truly done yet. This isn't a coincidence. Someone somewhere is trying to tell me something. My family left Fujimai in the past, but they say the hunt is not over yet. Interesting. Okay, so yet again, he's connecting Ichi with Fujimai. So there is something there. There is something going on with Ichi and Fujimai. And I, along with my family's sacred treasure, the sacred pillar, have to hunt her down together. Alright, theories are going to be busting with this one. Alright, the sacred pillar. Whatever the sacred pillar does. Is it just like a massive blunt object like only the strong can use? So, dive bombs Amadora. Again, massive impact. That was about 3 months ago, believe it or not. And Dakaris, huh? Majik Keeper's compatibility with his weapon changes much from the weapon's power to how long they take to master it. Oh, of course, but this is a family heirloom. This is a family heirloom, so he probably has some residual connection to it. All I can say is that Minakata's blood, that is, all I can say, that's the Minakata blood for you. You rarely see some compatibility as paired as this. He is, so to speak, the ultimate rookie Majik Keeper, Minakata. So, even though it's a family heirloom, he himself has just the perfect adjustment towards it. It really is on some Game of Thrones shit. Like, mainly the oh my god. The Danes and the Sword of the Morning. With the Sword of the Morning, quote-unquote, chooses its rightful heir in each of the families. So it doesn't have to be the firstborn. It doesn't have to be the quote-unquote strongest, the most, strategic, wealthy. It picks its wielder, whatever that means. And they typically do end up being, like, some of the greatest weapon swordsmen in, like, the realm's history. So it's kind of like that. And then, of course, he might be like the Arthur Dane, said to be the greatest wielder of their family's sword in history. So he is truly not only like the best Minakata that's wielded this, he might be the best Majik rookie that they've ever seen. Again, 3 months. He's already got this shit down. He's got this shit down easy peasy. Easy peasy. All right. He trained with his sacred treasure for only 2 months. So 3 months in total, he's been recruited. But only 2 months has he trained. Damn. Brother is crazy. He's crazy. And a few days, he mentions. And again, the Monogold and the witches. 2 months? Bro, he's like Frieza, man. You give this man like a year to prep, he's going to do some crazy shit. And then Amador. Aw, how lovely. I do very much appreciate your vigor. The tougher the target, the faster, and the more aggressive, the better. The more difficult it is to lock my sights upon their heart or their forehead, the greater the iteration when I nail them dead. The delicate fragrance of tea and smoke, the shells of magic planted daintily in the chambers. This is not a Majik. This is a fucking stand. This is a stand design. Brother, Araki, why are you in Nishi's work right now? What is happening? Are you approaching me? Yes. What am I looking at, dude? Oh my god, just every firearm that's ever existed. Every firearm is this. So again, like, firearms just are a thing here. They exist in this universe. Why? How? Not too sure. They just are. They just are. They just exist in this universe for some reason. From this barrel, bloom flowers of fire. Very, very poetic. Very poetic. So let's see. We have miniguns. We have a double barrel shotgun. We have a Glock. We have like a fucking just a ballista. We have of course AK-40s. You name it. You name it. You fucking name it. Is that a fucking flamethrower? That's not a gun. Wait. I swear to God, I see some flamethrowers in here. And the fingernails. Oh, wait, no. These are the fingertips. I thought those were the fingernails. Like, they were actually, like, the bullets themselves. Okay. Yeah, no, this is not a fucking Majik. This is a stand. Don't kid me here, Araki. This is a fucking stand. A stand has entered the Nishiverse. Somehow. Somehow, some way, a stand has computerized here. If you would please bust a cap. I'm about to bust, all right? Don't worry. Okay, here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we're off to the races. This is, in fact, a mind control situation. Now, Amadora, that's not right. It's not the Majik Keeper you should be killing. What was my request again? Tell me. Your request? Your request was... Oh, also, that's a jellyfish symbol. So she probably does have that Majik from all those years back. Interesting. So the theory that I think was that one jellyfish Majik, the one jellyfish Majik, was probably not a good Majik. It probably wasn't. It probably was manipulating people very much like Bakigami to believe it was okay, but it really wasn't. And then Fujimaya was the only one to see through that. But after all the criticism that she faced, she said, fuck it, I'm just going to be evil. I'm just going to be evil. That's what I'm going with now. Although she might just have been a sick, twisted motherfucker and said, oh, you think you can do this shit and get away with it? Oh, no. I'm going to take you because I could use you for my own gains. So, come here. So, yeah, the jellyfish theory looks like it's probably true. It's probably true. All right, so she needs to go after Ichi. That's me. Who? No! Oh, speaking of Hunter x Hunter. Brother, no way. Speaking of Hunter x Hunter, is he doing a Gon pose? What is this? Bring it. Like he's filled with rage. Like he's gonna bash Amadora's head open. No, it's the first one. It's the first one. Oh my god. The fucking I am filled with rage. I am filled with so much malice. That's crazy. Yo, okay, Nishi absolutely loves Hunter x Hunter. Absolutely loves Hunter x Hunter. Brother, look at this over here. Also is the Meruem pose, too. Yeah. Actually, a lot of characters in Hunter x Hunter do this. But, of course, the most iconic is Gon. Bruh, oh my god. I'm gonna fucking knock you dead. Just don't test me. Don't test me. Listen, Ichi... Yo, prove your worth, Ichi. Prove your worth. Show them what you got. Ichi the Witch. But, yeah, okay, so... Damn, in the chapter. This was a good chapter. This was a lot. We got a lot in this fucking chapter. Holy shit. See, this is what I need. This is the kind of chapter I want. Just, I need a lot of content in this. And this is what it felt like. So, we learned a good chunk of stuff. Okay. So, obviously, the cover page with all the colors. That's pretty cool. We've learned about the inheritance of Majik. So, that is confirmed. That is something that they do for the noble witch families. Cool design. Very JoJo's. We learned more about the Ribbon Candy family specifically and how they get their powers and whatnot. We get some absolute hype from the stats of not only Amadora, but specifically Minakata. And it's just mainly it's a Minakata glaze fest, and I love that. We get the family lineage and also sacred treasure weapons of the Majik Keepers, very similar to the witches. They have inherited weapons that they pass on from their family bloodlines, and typically it is a lot easier to bond with said weapon. But then we learn throughout the story, by the end of it, that Minakata is like uber special. He's super gifted, absolutely gifted with his family's weapon. We learned that his family was involved with the Fujimai incident. And again, there is something going on with Fujimai and Ichi that's building up to, that the Minakatas are also connected to. Whatever that is, we'll wait and see. We get some more cute little flashbacks with Minakata and Ichi. We learned that, in fact, why he didn't recruit Ichi is because he wasn't a part of it, because he was laying low. Other Majik families are looking down the Minakatas for some reason or another. We don't really quite get that outside of, well, you failed, so therefore you suck. It's like, okay. Chun got like an ace in the hole with Minakata and got lucky with the Ichi paper. Again, just trained 3 months, and out of those 3 months, 2 of them trained with his sacred weapon, and that was about it. So yeah, this man is hella gifted. And again, we now have more confirmation that yes, she is being controlled by Fujimai, and she probably does have that one Majik, so that might also go into some backstory here. And Ichi looking like a badass. Ichi looking like a badass. Oh, and also the timeline of like the incident. So this is his predecessor, maybe his dad, brother, who knows. But again, Fujimai is older. She is definitely older. By how much, we're going to have to wait and see. But yeah, this was a lot. This was a lot for an Ichi the Witch chapter. I'm okay with that. I am definitely okay with a extensive Ichi the Witch chapter. This is honestly what I wish we kind of get more of. Yeah, let me find that jellyfish. Yeah, chapter 80. Yeah, the toxic terror jellyfish Majik thing. Looking like a never-ending waterfall of poisonous sludge. It exuded a miasma so caustic it melted metals and rotted all flesh. However, the toxic terror Majik was not a human hater Majik, quite the opposite. Nah, this bullshit. Bullshit! Like, I get it, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Nah, bullshit. 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 I ain't buying none of this crap. Maybe it is true. Maybe she twisted this thing to become evil for her own purpose now. Maybe she is genuinely using it for evil. I'm gonna call it out though. Bullshit. I don't think the story is as straightforward as we were once told. So I'm preparing. I'm preparing accordingly for the twist. But okay, so there was in fact a Maji Keeper here. On another fateful day, a fateful month, years later, Mantle Witch Association, Witch Fujimai, revolted. 57 associate members. Oh yeah, true. They did say this. 57 associate members and 3 Maji Keepers were killed in her initial attack. She acquired the Toxic Terror, and that was also confirmed. The Toxic Terror Majik, and then she escaped. Ever since, she has remained in the shadows, using her magic to commit and abet others in violent crimes. And now the number of victims she has are well over 1,000. And again, this is the idea that this might be the villainous witch from back then. So Maji Keepers were here, and so at the bare minimum, there was now 4 Maji Keepers that were sent here, and she took down 3 of them. Shit. And in the process, killed 57 witches, some of which I'm sure fought back against her. So yeah, she is strong. She absolutely is strong. Okay. All right, so more lore. All right, let me get into some chat. I know you guys want to talk about the chapter, which, to be fair, yeah, I feel like there is like a good chunk of stuff you can like theorize with this chapter. Very good though, very, very good. And then we're gonna get into Ichi. Yeah, then we're gonna get into Iruma, and then again, we'll see how far we're gonna get with Buggy Go. It's probably not gonna be long. Not gonna be long. Let's see. What do I leave off with? Striker Man, we have Chun, got slappable dome piece, probably. That Majik is like a fairy with bullet casings or something from hair. Yeah. Again, this design, this is a very good Majik design. Like, to the point of like it's almost too good to be like a Majik. It feels like, yo, like we really are encroaching upon like a Nen Beast or like a stand design with this. That's really, really cool. I like it. I actually like this design a lot. I think I like this form more than I like its combat form, but the combat form's cool too. But this is like my favorite form of it so far. The gun, true. It is kind of like the Gun Devil. The Gun Majik, yes. What if, I'm forgetting his name. Why am I forgetting Blug's name? What's his name? Fuck it. I don't read Chainsaw Man anymore. Denji. Hold on, I remember that now. Yeah. Denji. Yeah. What if Denji was teleported in the world of Ichi the Witch instead? Could he survive the Majiks? Probably. Gun Devil, but cute. It basically is a Keki Genkai. Yeah, a little bit. In a way, it is kind of like a Keki Genkai. She's Kisame with the chakra reserves. That's a good point. Or Coyote Stark, yeah. I mean, we haven't seen the Balas yet. Like, we haven't seen her, like, just rapid fire. But, yeah, I mean, she says she's never run out of ammunition. But, like, how much can she shoot? What's the potency of them? They say she's as good as the Karis, but I want to see some proof here. But they're glazing her. They are glazing her. And then, by proxy, Mina Gotata is getting a lot of that love, man. He's getting a lot of that love. Exactly, Jancy. Mina Gotata. Was the tree that Dakaris was sitting a shaka tree? That's the only tree we've seen, and Dakaris said herself that it's a very important tree. Maybe. If there's a tree that can take away magic energy, maybe there's a tree that can give magic energy. Maybe. That'd be kind of cool. Like, it's a sacred magic giving tree on some One Piece. There's the Adam tree, and then there's the Eve tree. But yeah, that could be. That could be like a zone for witches to go where there's like no magic. They can kind of almost like calm their minds and like be at peace. Tranquility and all that. You know what else is made out of wood? The world hate. I like how you think right there. Yes, but that's crazy because he's inherently a magic being. But that's insane. That's basically like, that's like, oh my god. It's like Smoker and One Piece. Instead of using like a tiny tip on his Jinte staff, his entire staff is sea stone, and he's touching it barehanded, and he still is able to fight with like the fucking sea stone. It's like, wait a minute. But yes, that is a good point. You know what else is made out of wood? The World Haters, Sanra Sora staff. Yes, yeah. The Hashirama wood. Honestly, though, this wood's pretty cool. It is also in a way kind of giving me Demon Slayer, like the Sun Metal, the Sunstone ore. But already it feels like 100% cooler. 100% cooler. Yeah. Maybe because it's tree related. But I do want to know more how this tree comes into existence. As Reigen Arataka once said, it's okay to run away and save your life. True. Very true. Yeah. The Minakata family are the descendants of Reigen's family. They understand the ways that life is worth living. Flashbackception. Yep. Ichi was so tiny. Yes, he was. Minakata, is this fate trying to reunite me with Ichi? Yeah, it is very much like, huh, the universe has more left for me to do with him, huh? The potential rivals to lovers between... What? Whoa, where did this come from? The potential rivals to lovers between Minakata and Dakaris is so happening. Yeah? The girly over here, and Big Man, and Giga Chad, the Phenom, and Potential Woman. I don't hate it, but like, really, that's an interesting ship. I need to see way more of them in their acting, but it's possible, I guess. Sure. If you would please bust a cap, it's definitely gonna be taken out of context. Oh, absolutely. It's the only way they used, in fact. Vindication, yes, absolutely. Of course, they have guns. Cybernetics exist in this world. I mean, I never really thought of it as cybernetics. I thought of it as automation / prosthetics. Like, I guess it's all about the craftsmanship and the technicality that separates cybernetics from augmentations. But I guess if you want to overstretch it, sure, they do have cybernetic technology. Sure. So yeah, I guess if you look at it from that lens, guns should not be such a abnormality in this world. So then here's the question then. If that's the case, where are the nukes? Where is the nuclear energy? Where are the radiation? Is that what the Majiks are? Are Majiks and these the chakra trees, are they backlash from nuclear fallout? Is the world of Ichi the Witch a post-apocalyptic world? Like, spoilers, Gachikoda. Is the world of Ichi the Witch a post-apocalyptic world? Here are the iceberg theories now. Here comes the insane takeaway theories. Oh yeah. Where are the nuclear codes at? Where's the nuke magic? Yeah. Bro, could you imagine? What's your trial? You have to withstand a Chernobyl level of nuclear fallout. You have to last 10 minutes with the demon core. Shit. No magic too. No magic. You have to brute strength the nuclear demon core. Whew. And then you can acquire me. Oh man. That would be tough. That would be fucking crazy. That does make me wonder if they're, because they have the gun devil, the firearm Majik. How do they pass their trial? What's the trial for a firearm Majik? Do you have to like take apart a firearm and then reassemble it? Do you have to do like a shooting contest similar to like Dakaris's archery or like accuracy one she had when she first got that? Like, that's kind of curious. Like, how does that one work? That look Amadoro gave Ichi at the end isn't screaming, I'm going to kill him, or I have to kill him. Her face was screaming, help me, oh please, I don't want to kill him. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, it is clear context of, oh yeah, she is absolutely being mind controlled right now. So, yeah, you could say that. It is giving puppeteered feelings. A lot of people have been saying ever since Chapter 1 that Ichi reminds them of Gon from Hunter x Hunter. So Ichi doing the Gon pose at the end tracks. Yeah, I mean, I've said it too. Like, he has this very Gon vibe to him about the world where he is so abnormal from social standings, which was very similar to Gon, and that helped Gon in a lot of cases, but at the same time that also was a negative trait of Gon to the point that it boiled over in the Chimera Ant arc, where he literally couldn't rationalize his feelings like a normal person, especially in a very, very intense situation where it involved kind of a mature outlook. And for an 11-year-old, 12-year-old kid that has the powers that Gon had at that time, but also lacks social cues, yeah, you know, things got a little heavy. Things got heavy real quick. Real quick. So, if Nishi does that shit with Ichi later, I'm for it. I'm fucking for it. Adult Ichi coming our way. Whew. I'd be here for it. But yeah, that's cool. That is very, very cool. Yep, I shipped Dakaris and Minakata as Ichi's parents. Sure. I mean, Dakaris and Minakata are already in custody battle over Ichi, and Dakaris is currently losing the battle. Listen, man, he's just too good. He's too good. He was there from ground zero, okay? He has ground zero custody. Also, they are already beginning to argue like an old married couple. Sure. Where's the nuke Majik? Ziz, don't give Nishi any ideas. Why not? We have time. You've already wavered the normality when you have time. You've already have a time Majik. This is what I'm expecting. You have time, space, there's probably gravity, energy / maybe radiation. Then, of course, you have the warping of the Death Majik, aka World Hater. Although I guess it's not technically death, but maybe there is a Death Majik. There's probably a Life Majik. So yeah, listen. Nuclear Majik is happening. If we have guns, and again, you want to say we have cybernetics, if you want to go that far, that's fine. Guess what? Nuke Majik is happening. The Nuke Majik is happening. Get ready. Saddle up. Oppenheimer is going to be the wielder of a nuke in this universe. Get ready. The power of a nuke. Oh, hold on. Kind of glitched for a second. But yeah, the power of a nuke Majik would be disgusting. But yeah, that was Ichi the Witch. Good chapter. Good chapter. Well, we gotta move on. That was... Fuck, I love that chapter, man. That's what each chapter should be on a consistent basis, but I digress. Okay, so let's get into Iruma-kun. We'll go through the chapter. We'll have a discussion. If there is a discussion that needs to be had for the chapter, and then again, I'm gonna try and get like 2 chapters, so 13 and 14. We'll see where we go from there. Again, it's not gonna be too long with Buggy Go. I am a tad bit tired, and we were running late. Then also Ichi was just such a good chapter. It's taking up a lot of time, and then we still got Iruma, so yeah. Iruma Peak, I hope so, baby. I hope so. Nishi's got to treat her children equally here. If Ichi is great, if Ichi's great, Iruma's got to be great too. And vice versa. If Iruma's great, then Ichi's got to be good too. So, let's get into the new chapter of Iruma. Chapter 443. A ribbon for you. A candy ribbon. Alright, so we have now finished the flashback arc in full. Henry and Omri had their moment together. Very, very sad. Very wholesome. Where do we go from here? Are you sure you don't need me to see you off, Omri? Yes. You can return to your work, father. You must be tired, hearing so many shocking things so suddenly. Why don't you go home and take some time to rest? I will, father. Go see Iruma. Yo, confess. Confess your love. Don't waste time. Manga Dex, please. Merze loves you from the bottom of her heart, even without her memories. Yeah. Again, we still have to distinguish like how the event horizon, if you will, of the gate works. Like, does she like de-age? Because some people brought up her hair is longer than when she was first introduced in this world. So that's a sign that she does not physically revert back to whatever her form previously was before coming here. And then like there's obviously the first love memory stuff for sure. It's like damn near confirmed now. How does that work? Who brings in the materials? Is a certain gremlin family member watching over Merze? Is there a time dilation? So yeah, there's still a lot of theories that need to be explained or proven. But this is very wholesome. That he believes that no matter where she is or what she knows, her love is ever present in their lives. Which I agree. I like that. And of course, she needed to hear that. She needed to hear that. What rank is she? She's rank 6, right? She said that she wants to become a rank 7 soon. I feel like with this family story that she got, it's going to give her the boost that she needs, obviously for Iruma, but also the boost she needs to become a rank 7 for sure. And because again, we should be around the time frame of the Harvest Festival very, very soon. I'm pretty sure. We should be getting an event that allows Iruma and Omri to do another Scala event. Hopefully. She may have returned to the human world, but she surely is living happily there. Yes, father. Henry alone in his office, thinking, contemplating. A cup of tea. So, more flashback. Okay. Hey, Sullivan! Yo, let's go. Young Sullivan. Younger, excuse me. Not young. Younger Sullivan. Have you decided what you want to do? Yes. First, I had the memories of Merze and Omri erased. All those involved in Merze's labor were dealt with. Damn, all of them? All of them? All of them, like Piccolo. All of them? All of them got MIB'd? Damn. So no one really knows about Omri except Sullivan. Wow. 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 Damn, so Led's dad doesn't know? Fuck. Man was goated. Shinichiro's dad doesn't know. None of them know. Damn. All that work they put in. But I guess that's for the better. Alright. Again, this pisses me off. You need to stop blueballing me, Nishi. You gotta stop blueballing me. How the fuck are you here? Explain! Explain your existence. I'm tired of not understanding how you are alive. We still gotta wait, I assume. The memory of Merze being a human and of Amri being the child of a demon and a human were written over by Kushinashi-sama in such a way as to avoid confusion. Sure. But it's also, like, interesting that she also said she's basically a demon, Amri. Like, there's, like, Viltrumite logic over here. There's, like, so little human trait in her, she's essentially a full demon. But the 13 crowns were exempt from this. Oh, yeah. The 13. Okay. I gotta go back to see the 13th crowns then, who were on the council. It's forbidden to use magic to... Whoa! It's forbidden to... What? Alright, now I'm extra confused. So wait a minute. So does that mean the newer generation of the 13th crowns, they don't know about Kushinashi? That's so weird. Because, again, the wolf guy was like, how dare you, Ball, try to imply that we can open the Demon King's throne. How dare you. There were people freaking out. There were people freaking out at the mere notion that Delcuria's throne could be up for grabs now. I don't get it. Like, you had a temporary person. Yeah, oh, well, it's a temporary person, so it's not like an actual Demon King, but it's like, yeah, we're cutting hairs. We're splitting hairs over this. Because it's essentially the same thing. Like, if Ball said, all right, what if I decide to become, like, the temporary Demon King? Would people have been okay with that? Like, damn. Temporary .2 Demon King? So they don't have their memories altered? It's forbidden? So wait a minute. Hold on. So that means Amaryllis, as Milius's mom, knows that there's a temporary Demon King on here. And she also knows that Amri is half human, half demon. Whoa. Okay, well, now I actually do have to go back and check out who was on the council then. I have to know who was on the council. Yeah. So it's forbidden to use magic to alter the memories of a 13 Crowns member. So Kushinashi-sama spoke with them individually. Obviously, also the other two greats know. And I believe she used a spell to prevent information from being involved. Okay, so some Danzo, reverse curse mark, tongue seal, whatever. Yeah, sure. I mean, that's fine. So they can't... So they have ways of forbidding information, but not erasing information. That's still... It's, okay, whatever. And in one case, some deal was made. Damn! Wait, so even though he lost the human, he still got a dub? He still got a dub in the end? Crazy. That's crazy. Nightwalker still got a dub? He's like, I've lost, but and yet I still won at the same time. What did he get? What the fuck did he get? I thought like he was gonna lose his facility, his Black Ops site that he was gonna do experiments on Merze. That was the idea, that he was gonna lose that, and then Ball is using that site now. In one case, some deal was made. So Kushinashi and Nightwalker have a conversation. We're not privy to what it was, but a conversation was afoot. In any case, presently, the only ones who know the details about Merze and Amri are myself and the 13 crowns, of course, of course. I always knew that Sullivan probably did know, but the other ones, that's kind of crazy. And also, the Vice Chief Marbrus. Hey, Vice Chief, let's go. Also, the bro of the story. Vice Chief Marbrus. That's quite a fright exasperation there, Officer Henry. Is it true you submitted your resignation? Damn, why? What of all the people he had to resignate? Damn, that's bullshit. But I guess that's politics right there. Of all the people, he was the one that had to resign from his post. It took responsibility for the matters with my family, right? But everything you did was authorized by Chief Narbrus. You were only fulfilling your orders. The one who should be at fault is Chief Narbrus, and who resorted to violence was me. If someone needs to take any responsibility, it should have been all me. Of course. You fucking dumbass. You're too young. You have much to learn, boy. You truly are a foolish, straight-laced person, huh? Fool? Me? Look, I'm your direct supervisor, and as such, I have an obligation to take all responsibility for my subordinates. Look, I'm resigning because of my own pride I hold at my position. Got it? Of course, demons and their pride. If you feel all that indebted to me, then you gotta make sure to climb to the top. Damn, why don't I... Man, the Marbrus clan, they definitely went up in stock, man. They just shot to the top of the ring. With your abilities, even the wicked place we call the Demon Border Patrol, you can even see through the truth. You can save those who are suffering. You'll be able to find your way back into the light. Only fulfilling your duties. What a lovely thing to hear. I'm hanging my own hopes on you, so reach the position of Border Patrol Chief. I will stay in Border Patrol. Everything that's happened until now showed me my own powerlessness and the barriers I have to face, aka Nightwalker. Man really said, you can only beat one of my heads. I got 2 more heads just for you. I will protect Amory. I will do what only I can do in the position I'm in. My ambition will be to become the chief of Border Patrol. And he got it. He got it. He got it. So he did it. Hats off to him. Back to Sullivan. I see. I'll be cheering you on. I'd like once again to express the depths of my own gratitude to you, Principal Sullivan. Sullivan's always there for people. If not for that translation spell, I could have never grown close to her. Omri's life is thanks to that spell. That's actually kind of crazy. Because if you put it in that context, Kamui's family clan is the only reason Omri's alive right now. And in extent, they will be the only major reason humans and demons have started to coalesce together at this point. Kamui's clan also got a buff there. For helping me to create the magic that brought my family together, you have my utmost sincere thanks. He's taken aback like, damn, shit, I didn't do much. This may be no more than a platitude, but I think everyone has the right to trust in miracles. The time that passes while you wish goes fulfilled may be terribly painful, but wanting to meet her again, wishing that you might one day see some precious sign to you. There's nothing wrong about that. I think he's speaking about some certain experience that he has, his own hopes and dreams. So let's both trust that one day that miracle will come to pass. Maybe they will meet. Maybe they will see each other. Yes, sir. Maybe also one day the problems between humans and demons will all disappear and then we'll be able to sneak into the human world. A legal passage with address to the full extent of the law, you know. Aw, come on. You can look the other way for me now, can't you? We, in fact, now know. No, he did not look the other way. He most certainly did not look the other way. He went like, hey, so, like, I know you helped me get some, loving going on, but, like, I'm kind of in charge now, so I can't make exceptions. And Sullivan was like, yeah, sure, okay, kid, whatever. I'm literally gonna go help my grandson. And no one could stop him. And now we're back into the present. Hey. Damn, Sullivan, what are you thinking about, man? What's got you so contemplating? Hey, Grandpa. You still up? Oh, I'm about to sleep. You get yourself some bed too, Iruma. I will. Oh. Bow tie. Oh, true. It is a similar bow tie, I guess, to the spell that they made. A bow tie that binds things together. There you go. Thanks. Aw, hugs. Good night, Grandpa. Yes, good night, Iruma. One step closer. One step closer. So again, this also now is going to be putting in framework into what Sullivan wants, and I assume what Delcria wants on some levels. It is to probably merge the demons and the human realm together, not for nefarious purposes, but to expand the culture and the like-mindedness and, yeah, that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff. And from what Sullivan was saying to him about having the wish to meet someone who you haven't seen in a long time, and you don't know if you'll ever see him again, that consists of a miracle. I think he's probably also talking about Delcria there, but for this context, he's using it for Henry and Merze. But he's basically saying, believe. If you believe, it will surely happen. That's pretty nice. So yeah, alright, good chapter. This was P chapter? Yeah, I think, you know what, this is a pretty good chapter for that. Again, it's mainly this early chunk. Like, I need to know what's happening here. But now we're at the end of the chapter. Let me go back. I need to see who's on the council. Who is on the Jedi Council? Here we go. Yes, demons and humans do fall in love. So again, Omri, you gotta strike while the iron's hot, girl. You gotta strike. Go. Go. Alright, so yeah, so Babylos, here we go, the 13th crown. So, obviously Belia, he knew. Nightwalker, he knows. But he hasn't told any of his kids. Because of the spell, probably. Beelzebub knows. Of course, Lady Levy knows. It's what you do with the mother and child. I want them to advance the growth of the netherworld, of course. Lady Levy, what's done is done. It's undoing. Oh, yeah, this guy does. Yeah, Address Aggie. Yeah, Address Aggie. Yeah, he was kind of cool. He was kind of cool. He knows where he is. Right. Oh, fuck my... I forgot they exist. Yeah, the Ronva family technically knows. That's wild. So their son, grandson, whatever, went up against Omri. Meanwhile, their family knows. Oh, yeah, you went up against the girl that's a demon and a human's love child. Yeah, right. Right. Yeah. Again, Amaryllis knows. That's kind of crazy. So she's sitting on a lot of info. Yeah, Asmodus' mom is filled with a lot of info here. Let's see. I think, what's his name? Poro. Poro should be. Well, no, he wasn't on the council. He left by this point. So let's see. So, Beelzebub, Belia, Lady Levy, Sullivan, Amaryllis, Agni, Behemoth, Nightwalker. So we're missing a couple people. We're missing a couple people from this era of 13th Crown. So we have one. Oh, yeah, here we go. So absent the Dark Sovereign, Glacia, and Poro. Yeah. All right, so Poro, Glacia, that's 2. Belia's 3. Nightwalker's 4. Beelzebub's 5. Lady Levy's 6. Aggie is 7. Runova is 8. Amaryllis is 9. Sullivan's 10. Nightwalker is 11. And then you have Kushinashi is 12. So okay, so technically we're missing one. Yeah, we're missing a 13th Crown member. If my math is right. If I didn't fuck it up. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, we might be missing 2. All right, so there's like potentially 2. We're missing like 2 13th Crown members of this time. But also, of those 2, add on Poro and Glacia. They probably don't know about Omri. Yeah. All right. Kind of want to get like a general gist of that. Let me see the comments, and then we'll get into Bug Ego. All right. So, Omri needs some time to process. Fuck that. Because guess what? When Nishi says time, she means 500 arcs. And I want it now. But yeah, I guess you're right. Omri is currently rank 6. She was taking the Scalia to become a rank 7. Okay, she's taking the Scalia to become 7. All right. Well, she's going to pass. Clearly. Explains why no one brought up Omri about being a half-human. Yes, it does. It does. Asmodeus' mom and Runova's mom still know that Omri's half-human. Yes, technically speaking. Yeah, they do. Asmodeus' mom still knowing that Omri's half-human puts into perspective the conversation she had with Iruma about keeping and revealing secrets. That's true. That's very, very true. Like, I wonder if she does know instinctively, like, you smell like a human. You don't smell like a demon. Because, again, she's a succubus, and the succubus ways, they know. They have more knowledge than regular people would probably know. So, just by, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, the perfume and shit doesn't work on her. It doesn't work on her. She probably can, like, instantly tell, like, oh, yeah, you're a human. Also, you remind me of Merze, so, yeah, I've already guessed that you were a human. So that does put into perspective, for sure, that she is like, okay, I'll keep my eye on you. The fact that Nightwalker made a deal with Kushinashi makes me think that maybe the deal was she offered herself to be an experiment, and that's why we don't see her or heard of her in the present timeline. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. That's the trade-off? Like, I gotta be an experiment? Excuse me. That seems like a tad bit much to keep a secret. But, like, if you can force them not to say shit because of magic, how the fuck would he talk? Maybe not to go after Omri would be the maybe would be the deal. Like, hey, You tell us not to talk about it. That's fine. I'm still gonna go after Omri because I want some experimentations. Maybe. But again, offering herself up to be an experiment, that's crazy. Because again, you basically have a Demon King candidate as an experimental tool. What the fuck? Like, yo, that's insane. Listen, I'm at least glad the MVP resigned and not ended up getting killed. Yeah, that's true. I did think he was gonna die, so yeah. A fellow mutual suggested that Sullivan actually went to the human realm multiple times and was actually keeping an eye on Iruma. If the Mafia AOU is anything to go by, with him knowing about him since he... Oh, yeah. To be fair, I'm also not caught up to AOU. It's been a minute. I have to do that. I'll try and catch up with that on my own sometime. But yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, because we had this discussion last time, or like a couple times ago, when we looked at Sullivan going to get Iruma, I said, was he in the human realm when he got Iruma? And from what we can tell from the anime scenes and also just the manga panels from like chapter 1, it's kind of hard to tell if he's in the human realm or if they're like in like the between realm. But yeah, I've always been under the assumption that Sullivan can go to the human realm one way or another. I like the idea that he knows how to get there or how to cross over. So that would make sense for me. Was 4 years old, but wasn't able to do anything until he was potentially properly summoned by Iruma's parents. Maybe. Okay. That's not bad. Vel, hi. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Okay. This was, again, great chapter. Good chapter. A lot of lore, a lot of context. Again, getting to see younger Sullivan. Not the youngest Sullivan that we've seen, but younger Sullivan's always a treat. Some good characterization, some potential new information on like why do people know or don't know things in the context of the realm. What's going on with Kushinashi, I don't understand, but, you know, whatever. Nishi, she's gonna do whatever I guess she wants with her for a little bit. But yeah, this is very good. Very, very good. And we should be getting back to Iruma himself very, very soon. Probably next chapter or something. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's Iruma. So, if you guys were here for Iruma and Ichi the Witch, thank you guys for coming out. Much appreciated. We'll be back next time for more of Nishi's Goat series. But now we're moving on to Buggy Go. Again, we're going to probably just do 2 chapters. I'm not going to go too far. If I have time tomorrow, I'll do like the rest of the chapters. But it's time. It's time to come back to this wacky adventure. The insanity that is this universe. I honestly forget what's happened last time. There's just a lot. Some of the chapters are also like very episodic, where it's like contained into a single chapter. Okay, let me see. Oh, yeah. So, like, basically, like, what was it? Yeah, they were trying to, like, cure him. Oh, wait, didn't I get to this? Yeah, they fixed him. Like, essentially, Bud over here, like, he was glitching out mentally from the hack that they were experimenting on way early on about like, oh, if you do so-and-so ability, you can basically eat anything that you don't like and it's going to taste good. But the byproduct of doing that, because in this universe you have hacks that are like these little techniques or like weird little like activations that if you figure out how to do, you gain like all these trippy superpowers. But they come at a cost. typically. Depending on what it is, the cost can be very, very minor to like, oh, I can't sleep for like a day or two. To, oh, hey, I'm literally going insane. All I want to do is one thing, and I'm going to kill people if I don't do this one thing. Like, it's like, whoa, okay. Yeah, that's a massive trade-off. And then, like, the trade-off was because he was so obsessed with, this one aspect of eating anything that wasn't organic. We were trying like, whoa, what the hell's going on there? We've been noticing this. So they tried to do a bunch of these hacks to like try to undo that, but I think it made him worse. And he just started to like literally just become almost like an NPC, just like have no personality. And now he was like stuck in a tree, and then they had to do all this like other shit to like bring him back with another hack and whatnot. Yeah. The ceremony shit. So I did get to this chapter. It's been a minute. Yeah, the idea of like him using a balloon to like have his consciousness go into the balloon, and then him falling from the tree to bring him back to the ground level. Did it also get rid of his obsession to eat, like, random objects? I think it did. Yeah. I think it did. Anyway, I'm going to have to refresh on a lot of this stuff, but we're going to get into the chapters that we will do today, so... Yeah. Alright. Let's continue. So, we should be on chapter... Let me just make sure. Did I go through this chapter? No, I think I did this one too. Is my streams not saved? Because I was looking at my streams. Okay, so I did get to this chapter. Maybe I gotta start with the extra chapters. Yeah, because they went to this ramen shop where they wanted to talk to, like, this, like, ghost figure about, like, what information that does it know, like, beyond their universe and type. Yeah. Okay. So I think okay, so I gotta change the title of the stream. So I'm now starting then at the bonus chapter. So I'll do extra chapter 14.1, 14.5, and then I'll do chapter 15. So then tomorrow, if I have time, I'll do chapter 16, 17, 18, and 19. Okay. Damn, I thought it was... Then there must be a stream that's not saved on YouTube, or, like, it's not in the playlist. I'll have to go check that out later. Alright, let's get into Buggy-O, then. Oh, do I not... Oh, no, I still have it up. I was like, I forgot, did I save my old Buggy-O one? I do have it. Yeah, it's been a minute. I actually, honestly, I might have to, like... I might have to upgrade it. Might have to. But yeah, we're back to Buggy-O. Let's get into chapter 14.1. And also, because we haven't done this in the stream yet, here's a link to the chapter for you guys if you want to read it live with me. If you are watching as a VOD gang member, it's in the description down below. So, yeah, let's get into this. So, bonus chapter 14.1, Buggy-O. Paint the nails on your right hand these colors from your pinky to your thumb. Okay. You have purple for your thumb, yellow for your pointer, blue for your middle, green for, I guess this doesn't have significance for your right one. But, like, your right finger from your pinky. And then your pinky has to be red. Interesting. It's going to be some, like, weird hack ability, but somehow they're going to, like, use it to become, like, super OP or whatever. Let's see. Music. Where's my Persona music? Here we go. Give me my Persona music. Pluck as many of your nose hairs as you can. Oh, gross. Put in earplugs. Wrap a light blue scarf around your neck. Get 2 pills of over-the-counter Bubbling X Light cold medicine. Wash it down with water mixed with honey. Draw a spiral on fashion glasses with a oil-based marker and put them on. All right, what kind of power are they going to get from this? What kind of weird prep are they doing? Walk slowly down a poorly lit section of a natural cultural greenway in Senketsu City after 9 at night. If you mistake anything for something else, it will turn into that thing. Really? Oh, wow. Again, some of these powers are really, really cool. But again, they have a trade-off. They absolutely have a trade-off. So, if I see an object and I confuse it for something, it turns into that object. So then here's the question. What happens when 2 people have this ability on? Does 2 things manifest for 1 thing? Hey, Kudo. Why would somebody leave a green onion here? That's just a bundle of fluorescent lights somebody dumped here. You shouldn't probably be touching those. Nah, it's a green onion. And again, glitches. And now it's a green onion. Wow, it actually turned into one. That was definitely a light before, though. At least until you picked it up. No way, you're just seeing things, Kudo. It's clearly a green onion. Maybe that's a drawback of this power. Again, like, it always seems to go back to, like, some kind of mental, like, deterioration. Because you are doing stuff that's against the fundamental physics of your universe to have these abilities. Therefore, like, you yourself are falling apart the more and more you use them. Physically, spiritually, or mentally. No way. We're testing out a hack where things that we mistaken for others actually will turn into those. Thought they were obviously, but yet you're the one who's seeing things, so the light turned into a green onion. No way, like I said, it was always a green onion from the very start. What? Why won't you listen to me? You're the one using the ability, so can't you tell? No, I don't think he can. Again, I think that might be the backlash. Like, he's delusionally believing what he sees. That's why you need to trust my judgment so we can evaluate whether or not the hack actually can work. You got that? Yeah, okay. Is it? Ooh, true. Wait, but to be fair, you could crash the economy that way. Like, if you thought, like, this object was made out of gold. Cool, you have gold now. The problem is, like with Adam Eve, you do it too much, the market's going to crash. Isn't that just money there? No, they're just leaves and turn into money, though. I knew it. Look at it. They're all crumpled up bills, but it's actually 1,000 yen node each. Today's my lucky day. You turn leaves into money. This feels really illegal. I can't really hear because of the earplugs. I said those are just leaves. Leaves? No way. Maybe you're Tanuki with magic powers. Oh shit, actually. Does it limited to objects, or can you do that with people? Because that would be kind of scary. All I'm doing is to tell you what you're mistaking them for. Okay, I got it. Calm down, Kudo. Hitsugaya, after all the hacks we've done, do you still not get that this is part of another hack? Well, I know just how dangerous the hacks can be. There's so much stuff that we still don't understand about them. So maybe I wasn't actually seeing through or thinking. And I got that this 1,000 yen bill that I picked up because I saw through it. Right, Kudo? Yep. This is the danger. This is the danger. So, he's not turning someone else into an object or something else. He's now confusing inanimate objects as people. So, what's going to happen? Does this thing turn into Kudo? Like another clone of him appears? Is some D4C activity going to happen? Like, is this another Kudo from another alternate universe? And therefore they can't exist? This is going to be fascinating. That's right, Hitsugaya. Oh, is it his own interpretation of what Kudo looks like? Wait a minute, he thought that sign was me. This isn't good. He's actually made me. He turned that sign into a copy of me. Hitsugaya, you need to close your eyes. This is an emergency. Who said that? And he does some Dark Souls roll. Okay. Yo, he's gonna fight his clone. Yo, bitch. Careful, there's a tree that way, huh? And then looks over. And then because he has the shrubs around the clone, he's now gonna think of it as a tree because he told him it's a tree. That was close. Hitsugaya, get those glasses off and scarf and earplugs. Hey, what's the big deal? Look, I'm going to call this experiment off. That was too dangerous, as I expected. It was, huh? Oh, a stag beetle. Wait, no, that's a roach. What the heck? That would have actually turned into a stag beetle? And if you thought I was something else, I probably would have disappeared. That's the kink to this hack. For real. I had no idea anything was wrong. Again, I think that's also the secondary effect of this ability. You literally are just so convinced and locked in, confusing things, that you just start to, like, disassociate everything else. But Kudo, I would never mistake you for anyone. Nothing. Stop the fucking lies. You're doing that on purpose, aren't you? Oi, answer me. And he mistakes him for a fire hydrant. That's fucked. Alright. Good starter chapter to get back in the swing of this. That was 14.1. Let's get into 14.5. It's the same shit. Wait a minute. Do they have a redraw chapter for Buggy Go? Unless there's more information here. No. Oh, okay. Alright, let's do 15 then. We'll do 15. We'll do chapter 15, and then we'll save 16, 17, 18, 19. Again, the art is so super crisp and, like, photorealistic, honestly. I'm impressed. I'm impressed by the artist, because outside of this, I think, like, they haven't really done too noteworthy artworks for a series, so this is, like, their real breakthrough story. And honestly, it's really great. It's really, really great. Alright, so chapter 15. Just call it chapter 15. Alright. Buggy Go, story by One and art by Kyoto Satora. We have Hitsugaya and Kanner on the cover. Looking nice, looking cool. All right, here we go. We're back. We're back to the ramen shop. Yeah. Here we go. Back to the ramen shop. So we're here. So they asked a question that made the entity that they were trying to engage with freak out, and now the universe is starting to crack around them. Everyone is freaking out and covering their ears. Hitsugaya, I don't think we should ask the invisible customer personal questions. Our ears can't comprehend what they're saying. Got it. I'm in trouble, and I've got no one else to turn to. Please tell us what you know. We'll pay for your ramen. How's that? I don't understand what you're talking about. So I think you should ask someone else who knows all about that. Nice weather today, isn't it? Right. Wait a second. Let's talk a little longer. What are your hobbies? Ramen. And the universe gets fucking set back to normal. Did they leave? All right, so what was the question? Let me you know what? Let me go back real quick. What was the question that they asked the entity? I think it was like on some like weird like universal breaking shit. So, hey, hello? I love how big the portions here are. Me too. The answer, the voice suddenly slightly is low, but I can't tell the sex or age of that person. Huh, we've been having nice weather today, aren't we? Yeah, I'm glad. It's been sunny. Hitsugaya, ask the question before they leave. Right. The main reason we tried to use this hack in the first place was to ask the questions we can't ask publicly. If we have a hack-related problem, then why not use another hack for the solution? So, hey, do you know how I put this? Are you someone who's bugged out? Right, that was the term that they used for Hitsugaya. He was bugged out. He glitched. Huh? A bug? What do you mean? No, I mean, do you know what bugging out is? I can't say that I do. Well, do you know about hacks? I'm kinda in trouble because of one, and I bugged out because of it. I don't know what you mean, but it's nice weather today. Don't you agree? We can't assume everyone knows about hacks and bugs. Try to explain it in another way, Hitsugaya. Hey, Kudo, if you have something to ask, this might be your only chance, too. There's something, isn't there? Yeah, if you want, you can use my turn. I'm not getting anywhere with this guy. Yeah, if we tell him we unintentionally changed ourselves in some way that we didn't mean to, how do we put things back to the way they were? Do you have any advice? I think you guys should just keep making sure to breathe. Also, I agree that you should savor your marinated eggs and bamboo shoots. Sure. I feel like they're not warming up to us. Why not introduce ourselves? Hey, I'm a high schooler, and my name is Makoto Hitsugaya. I'm Kudo. And my name is Hashiraya Yuki. Nice to meet you, as she puts on a fucking false face like this. Tries to reach out her hand for a handshake, but the entity, yeah, that's right. He didn't grab her hand. So who are you? What do you want? It's nice to get to know you, though. I am but so why are you I'm ramen here, gashi paya givi shiji uya. Yeah, just some gibberish. So they wanted to ask information about hacks and stuff, but the information that broke this entity was the fact that they tried to know about the entity's personal existence. And because of that, it could not respond. It divided by 0. But when they then went, and now back to the chapter, right? Wait a second. Let's talk a little bit longer. What's your hobbies? When they addressed it in a way that was more situational and casual conversation, the universe refixed itself. Okay. Did they leave? We didn't get any useful information about this. Ask someone who knows. I guess that's all we can do. But even if we ask someone else, involving other people might be a big risk. Yuki then responds. Hitsugaya says, it's not like we met anybody else who knows about hacks, but other people might want to know, like that one glasses girl and Gorilla Man. I have. What? The Watchman. I saw the guy at the park yesterday. Huh? Who is he? When I looked into him at the city hall, they said that the park doesn't have a watchman, which figures. Okay. He's the same hacker who crashed our dream. I know it. Oh, yeah. He said, like, he could just tell that it was him. I bet he came back because he sensed there was a hack happening. That guy. Yeah, this creepy dude. Seriously, you're not saying you want us to ask him to fix our bug situation? No, he's too dangerous. We shouldn't go anywhere near him. Right. I doubt the Chrysler organization that the golem came from is going to be open for inquiries either. Yeah. The weird Cyclops people that are like making golems to enter in multiverses over here. If we're going to find people we can trade information with, we need to find people like us who found out about hacks by chance and are doing them for fun while still keeping them a secret. Kitty cat. Then the internet is where we'll have to go. I think that's the most realistic solution we have. I found something online, but it's kind of sketchy. The chance is really low. Yuki then responds with, I actually recently found my own lead. It's called the Prophetic Day in Occult Circles. Prophetic what? You see, there's a blog out there that got a few earthquake predictions right. And ever since, it's gotten a massive following. The blogger claims to have come from the future. The eclipse hack, where on a day of eclipse, they do that whole naked dance from chapter 1, and you can go back in time. The next prediction is that people will get superpowers beyond anything humans could be capable of. When I looked into it, a lot of the predictions were wrong, and it seemed like the fans were just having some fun, making up stuff. Well, I actually returned from the future, you know, he says, like it's casual, like, yeah, you know. I'm a time traveler, you know. Looks like there are going to be a lot of occult meetings today. They're gathering momentum as it is. I already picked out some potential ones to go and talk to. Already? Why'd you do all this? Well, partly because I thought it'd help us find our leads for using the hack research, and also because I'm just too curious. But there's a chance that there might be an actual hacker among them. So, should we split up and each go to an event? That seems a little dangerous, but okay. Hold on. Meeting people in person sounds kind of dangerous. Are you sure about this? We have to. But I'm fine. It's not like the bug's getting in the way of my life. And look, I'm doing just fine right now. Yeah, you don't know about that, man. We need to do this for Kudo too, huh? He's also starting to bug out. Oh, he is. Yeah, he is glitching. Holy shit. It's probably a side effect from the hack he did yesterday. Really? It's true. Right, Kudo? It was the hack he used to stop the balloon from leaving. There are no secrets between us in the hack-on, right? So will you tell us what actually happened? It was a space-swapping hack. What the fuck? You can do that? Of course you can. The space-swapping hack is the ability to swap part of the space you were looking at with another. Oh my god, that's really overpowered. You can't take your eyes off the space you want to switch with. Cover your back and stroke your chest close to your heart. Counterclockwise 4 times with your right hand. And mutter the phrase, your full name, your birth, under your breath. Take a deep breath. And then let it all out as you point with your pinky finger at the space you want to swap with. And I guess it did. And I guess it happened. If all goes well, the space will swap. So then what was the side effect? You lose something. What the fuck did he lose? So what is it that you lost, Kudo? You gotta tell me. My weight. What? Ever since yesterday, I've noticed I was floating more in the bath than normal. So then I tried weighing myself. 2.2 kilograms. So he's damn near light as air. How much did you originally weigh? I weighed myself last at 42.3 kilograms. That's a 95% loss in weight. Yeah, you can literally pick him up like with one hand, just like. And yeah, he's small, but like, come on now. They picked him up like he was nothing. Shit, that's a problem. That's a problem. Wow, it's true. You really do weigh nothing, man. Okay, we get it. You can put me down now. Maybe we got lucky. That's all. He lost. This isn't a game. I feel like you gotta take this more seriously, Ichigaya. Yeah, right. Sorry. So that's how it was. Of course, he's emotional that someone did something for him. So I'm not the only one who needs to get rid of a bug. Kudo, Yuki. Alright, I'm convinced. Let's go. We'll make it happen. Looks like we're headed straight to some meetups. Heck on, let's head out. 1 week later. Location of discoverers of the world's hidden energy meetup. Oh, we got some creepy people. We have a ninja. We have a dude in a full-on furry suit. And we have a priest. A guy with a bear head. Yeah, occult shit. We have some otakus here with the whole, like, bandage wrap thing. Yeah. I've had to seal my energy away using these bandages. Ah, yes, my eye patch sealer myself, so I understand. Yes, sealing it away, that's the ticket. I want it to seem like it comes out naturally, so I keep it casual and leave my hair a little messy. Idiots. Looks like we got the same idea here. Does the energy make your stomach growl? Awesome, man. Alright, so I'm going to say no one in this group is legit. So we're going now to Yuki's group. Location of the extra natural power tip-off. What is that? Alright, so we have some women here. Older women. See, there you go. Don't you feel better? They all have fans that say Fate. Fate. Okay, so Fate Stay Night fan over here. Feel what exactly? We who use the fan, flapping the fans can alter the flow of fate. Bro, can you imagine? Oh, shit. Hold on now. Yeah, it's mainly women. Okay. So, it's an occult of women that fan, the fan of fate, that can change the flow of it. Is that real? I don't really feel anything. Is this multi-level marketing? One fan is just the low price of 6,000 yen, but you can get the multi-pack discount if you sell them to your friends. You gain virtuous levels too. Oh god, no thank you. Alright, oh man, so that means if 2 out of the 3 aren't real, probably Hitsugai's is probably real. Alright, looks like it's around here. Welcome to the Real Psychics for Serious Talk. ESP Wednesday. As discussed previously in the threads, this is a gathering for real psychics. Don't come if you're just fooling around or are here for content to post online, you can't just say you have powers. You have to be able to show it. Yo, Mob Psychos, form up. Time and date, number 1 p.m. until 6 p.m. Place, blank blank. Station, center, east exit plaza by the biggest tree. Cost of admission is 2,000 yen each, including room fee and drinks. Capacity 8 people at most, including organizers, no spectators. How to participate on the thread, organization, content. Actual nameless, actual nameless as a, okay. So just a Reddit board there. All right. These guys look legit. Unlike the last two groups, these guys actually look legit. But maybe, again, I'm going to get fooled. If any one of these guys actually has the ability to do something, knowing the tone of the series, I think it's the old man. The old man with the lollipop. Yes. I have the ability to go back in time, and I could summon storms with the power of my mind, boy. I've seen things you could not comprehend in this universe. Like, yeah, him. I think it's him. But, as a twist, I could see the gothic Lolita girl over here pull something. Or the guy with the glasses. Or him. Are you guys the real psychics for serious talk only group? Bro. What is... Okay, maybe they're all real. Maybe they're all real. So we have Lightning Genji over here with his lightning eyebrows. We have the gothic Lolita girl. We have Big Chunk Boy in the back, muttering to himself. Old man with a spoon. Emo Boy, and Lisa from JoJo's. So Yuki and Kudo, they failed. They're at the train station. Have you gotten anything from Hitsugaya yet? Nope. I told him not to stay too long, even if it seemed like they were the real deal. But it's 2 hours past when we were supposed to meet up. Why don't you try calling him? Hey, Hitsugaya, is that you, Kudo? Things are getting wild over here. That's like a photorealistic phone right there. What the fuck is going on? I think I'm in trouble. I can't keep this up. He's a guy. Are you okay? No, mean face. All right, well, if the mean face is coming out, probably he's okay. He's probably okay. Oh, I can't keep it up. Oh, what happened? Bro. They're fake too. Okay, they're all fake. So they're literally just... They're a karaoke party. Yo, look at man over here. He's going hard. Bro, he found a new group. Hey, he's found a new friend group. So we have Lisa, Old Man, Lightning Genji, Gothic Lolita, Emo Boy, and Pork Bun over here. They seem like they're a chill group. All right, I like this group. Hopefully they don't do anything fucked up. All right. I still think maybe one of them could be an insider that knows the secrets of the hacks. But all right, I did say it was going to be quick. Yeah, I think I'm going to save 16, 17, 18, and 19 for another day. When did 19 come out? I'm curious. April 17th. Okay, so we're actually due for a chapter. So we should be getting a chapter tomorrow or in a couple days. All right. So then, yeah, next time we do it, we'll just do 16 onwards. So we'll have like 4 to maybe 5 chapters of Big Ego. All right. All right, we're back. We're back to the insanity of this, and yeah, I'm gonna enjoy doing this. I didn't stop doing it because I didn't enjoy it. Just a lot of other stuff, a lot of other things took priority, and I honestly like it that the chapters built up. So once we catch up again, We'll see. I might let it build up because it does take like a month or so. A month or more, honestly, from when the chapters came out. So, we'll see. We'll see, we'll see. And then we'll probably do the same thing with Versus eventually down the line. But yeah, alright, that was the stream. We did Iruma, Ichi, which were insane. Very good. And we are slowly getting back into Bug Ego. Unraveling the absurdity of their realm. But, yeah. That's going to be it for the day. We might come back tomorrow with more Bug Ego. And this week, we will be getting towards To Be Hero X, trying to finish that up. We will be getting back on the thing with the Greatest Estate. We have One Piece this week. And, yeah, that's about it. That's about it. So, till next time, which might be tomorrow, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Be safe. Stay hydrated. Be aware of hacks. Don't do anything like, you know, weird motions and then all of a sudden you summon a fucking demon out of thin air. Like, don't do that. And look forward to more reading content, gaming streams, and watch-alongs that are in the future. Take care. I'll see you guys on the next time. Later, 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 alligator. Oh, of course. Just I'm about to end. Vel. Let me see. Gachika should release 7-page chapter this week? 7 pages. I need more. But okay. I appreciate that. Thank you, Vel. Thank you. I appreciate that news update. So then we'll add that to Sunday. We'll add that to Sunday this upcoming week. All right. Catch you later, guys.